In the mid-1990s, hip-hop was deep in its gangster era. The streets were hot with mafioso rap imagery borrowed straight from Scarface, The Godfather, and the underworld legends of New York. Wu-Tang had the Wu Gambinos, Nas praised Gotti, and Jay-Z. He was rapping lines like,
Mike Skills, I never prayed to God, I prayed to God.
but was it just bars and branding? Or something deeper?
There's 2 charges.
What were the charges?
Money laundering.
Money laundering.
And conspiracy to money laundering.
That's it.
I helped with Rockefeller and Jay-Z. You gave him that money, which he's helping this fucking drug dealer Supreme out.
Jay-Z's 1996 debut, Reasonable Doubt, sounded like a movie script. Slick rhymes, crime boss mentality, and coded language about life on the street. Around the same time, Irv Gotti was rising too, a key player in the industry and founder of Murder Inc. Records. But here's where things start to blur. Irv Gotti's real name is Irving Lorenzo, and he chose Gotti in tribute to none other than John Gotti, boss of the Gambino crime family. Add in Jay-Z's friendship with Irv, plus their shared connections to controversial figures like Kenneth Supreme McGriff, and rumors started swirling. Was there a real connection to the Gambinos? Supreme McGriff wasn't Italian mafia. He ran the Supreme Team, a notorious drug gang out of Queens. In the 1980s, his crew reportedly earned $200,000 a day pushing crack. After doing nearly 10 years behind bars, McGriff came out in 1995 and tried to go legit. He turned to Irv Gotti in the music industry, hoping to fund a film based on a Donald Goines novel called Crime Partners. And he did. Crime Partners 2000 starred Ja Rule, Snoop Dogg, and Ice-T, with backing from Murder Inc. But federal agents were already watching. They believed Supreme was laundering drug money through the movie and through Murder Inc. itself.
The whole objective for me being in the game was to exit the game. Something's always going to drag you back in.
One thing that fed the rumors was the image they portrayed. Irv Gotti intentionally branded himself after John Gotti. The name Murder Inc. came straight from mob history, referring to the 1930s Jewish-Italian enforcement squad that handled the mafia's dirty work.
Say hello to my little friend!
In 2003, the FBI raided Murder Inc. headquarters in Manhattan. They seized financial records, stacks of cash, and even a handgun. Federal prosecutors claimed Supreme was using the label as a front to wash millions of dollars in narcotics profits. That same year, Irv and his brother Chris Lorenzo were indicted for money laundering. The feds alleged they were helping McGriff move dirty money through the business. So where does Jay-Z fit into all this? He wasn't indicted. He wasn't even a witness. But he was publicly seen supporting Murder Inc. artists and executives during the trial. And that's all it took for conspiracy theories to take hold. The Murder Inc. trial in 2005 played out like a scene from Goodfellas.
That Murder Inc. was funded by, essentially illegal money coming from Supreme. Is that accurate?
That's accurate as far as what?
As far as what you were charged with.
As far as what they tried to say, but
Right.
they changed all those charges. That's not true. The government threw so many charges together just so they could get an indictment.
Okay.
So when the indictment came down, it was 2 charges.
What were the charges?
Money laundering.
Money laundering.
And conspiracy to money laundering.
It was all bullshit. It was all bullshit what they did to me so I wouldn't help Supreme fight his case. They knew I would have gave Supreme the money for his lawyer to fight his case. So it was a chess move to destroy me and take all of my money.
Really what they wanted was a story. And they wanted a story on Supreme. That's it. If we would gave a story, we did anything. They went down to as low as no jail time, just a conviction.
A conviction with no jail time? I never even heard of this.
Yeah, they was gonna give us probation.
Oh, probation. Okay, yeah, I've heard of this.
And give us probation. But we had to tell on Supreme about, and we like, what are we telling? And they swore that we have some stories to tell. And I'm like, there's no stories to tell.
In the end, both Irv and Chris were acquitted. Jurors didn't believe the feds had hard evidence that Murder Inc. knowingly laundered money. Jay-Z showed up at the courthouse in solidarity. Still, the label's reputation never fully recovered. Universal dropped them, and Irv had to rebrand as The Inc. The mob fantasy, once a marketing edge, became a legal liability. In the 90s, blending street credibility with business acumen was a power move. Jay-Z's rise from hustler to mogul fit the American gangster narrative perfectly. And when you're making millions while quoting mafia bosses,
Please don't compare me to other rappers, compare me to trappers. I'm more Frank Lucas than Ludacris. Like Frank Lucas is cool.
people connect the dots, even when they're imaginary. Jay-Z's name was never in court documents. The FBI never charged him. No credible outlet ever linked him to John Gotti or any Gambino member. What did exist was proximity. Proximity to Irv Gotti, who borrowed a mob boss's name. Proximity to Supreme, a Queens street legend who tried to go legit. And proximity to an era in hip-hop where acting like a Don sold records. All serious sources agree Jay-Z's mafia-themed persona is just that, a persona. Any talk of Jay-Z as a Gambino mobster or enforcer comes solely from unsubstantiated internet speculation, not from documented fact. Jay-Z wasn't a gangster. He just played the part in the booth, and played it better than almost anyone.